We're into week 14, guys. Let's call it. So this week is gonna be recovery week. I've decided. I feel like I need one. It's been mad the last few weeks, especially with the 4x4x48 and adding the extra 24 hours. I did a half marathon PB yesterday, which is a sub 130, so I'm really happy about that. It's just been a lot going on. I've hit 45 milers, I've hit loads of really high miles. Last week was an 85-mile week, so I feel like I could just do with a little bit of an easier week running wise. So that is the aim for this week, is just to get myself back to a position where I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good now, let's go smash some miles. Right guys, so you might have noticed that the camera angle hasn't changed, but the day has. So I said I was going to go in the gym last night and I was going to pick up the camera again, but I didn't bother. I just felt really sore yesterday, so I never did it. So it's now Tuesday, 20 past 11. I was meant to start running at 11. Motivation is just at an all-time low this week. I'm not really sure why. Just don't massively feel like getting out the door and running. So I've basically put on all my gear to run, and I've come to have a little chat with you guys, and then I'm going to go and run. So I've got 5.7 miles to do today. I know that seems weirdly specific, but I want to do like 5 miles, but there's a really good route that's 5.7 miles, so I'll do that. I'm going to go in the gym tonight as well and get that sorted. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a battle today. Just have no idea why. There's no real reason why I don't feel motivated. I just can't be arsed. So I'm going to go run now. I'm going to do 5.7 miles and we shall see how it goes. Yeah, I'll see you when I'm back. Cheers guys. That was good, wasn't it? That was the lens cap that I just dropped on the floor. Alright guys, so it is Wednesday and I am basically on here to apologise for being rubbish with the camera this week. I've just had a bit of a rubbish start to the week, really. I've just been generally knackered and quite unmotivated. I got to the end of that training block and finished it with the challenge, and I always knew this week was going to be a recovery week, but it's just seems like an even harder recovery week than I imagined. Going for another really short run today. I did go in the gym last night, but had a little bit of an issue where my knee was like popping, and I got really worried about it. So I messaged my mate Tom. He said it's nothing to worry about. I've probably just got some slightly inflamed tendons, and he said basically just take it easy, but pretty much I can train as normal. I just need to be aware that they're a little bit inflamed, so I will get that little bit of popping. So that was good to hear, because I was a little bit worried before that. So I'm gonna Epsom salt bath tonight, and I'm basically just going to try and reduce the impact this week. Got a deadlift session today, which I'm going to get done. That's going to get done no matter what. I'm going to fully do it and make sure I absolutely smash it. I'm quite looking forward to it, just because I want to go in and lift heavy. And yeah, I've just been a bit down recently over the last few days since finishing the 72-hour challenge, really, which is weird. I absolutely loved doing that challenge, and the whole time I was in it, I was loving it. Just absolutely loved it. And then as soon as I stopped, I've kind of been on this big downer. Yeah, and just unmotivated, and I don't really know why, but I need to sort that out and figure it out. Hey guys, so welcome to the new GoPro. Yeah, I'm basically going in the gym to do some deadlifts now. So I thought I'd film some of it on the GoPro, and then I'm going to go up the Presellis and do some filming of running.
I was really happy with that. What was great about that is the speed of the deadlifts seemed to be much quicker. I just felt like I was firing on those deadlifts, which was really good, because usually I sort of get 3 reps, set the bar down, then the last 2 I need a second or 2 between them to really get it off the floor. But today I was just sort of like cracking straight through them, which was really good, and I did 5 sets of 5 at 110, so yeah, really happy with that.
Okay, sweet, so we are up here. So I'm going to run up that hill. I don't think you can see it because of the sun. Cool, so the sun is nearly down now, so I'm gonna head back. But yeah, it's been cool. Let's go. Morning guys, so it's Thursday and I'm gonna foam roll and stretch and take the car down to get some work done on it, and then yeah, I'm gonna run home, which will be about 20 miles ish. I'm pretty knackered this morning, so yeah, but I think a long foam roll and stretch will sort me out, so all good. I'll see you in a bit. So we're a mile in. It was a slow mile because I was figuring out a route, but doing pretty good. It's cool because I've never run here before. Right, that's that run done. That was 21 miles exactly, because when I got back it would have been 20.75, but I made it up to 21 by just running down the road a little bit more. It's quite a long one actually. It took me 3 hours 1 minute, so the pace was 8:39, which is alright. Howdy guys, so it is Friday afternoon now. I feel today that running is just not going to do me any favours. I just ache, feel really sore, so I'm going to take this as a full rest day. So because it's recovery week, I'm allowing myself 3 rest days rather than 2. Which is weird. I don't really like it mentally, but I just feel like I actually need it and it's a good idea. Over this weekend I have to reschedule my sleep because as of 1 o'clock this morning the NFL season started. Happy days, COVID hasn't ruined that. NFL is back. Priority number 1 is make sure I get to watch the 49ers. So that kicks off this weekend, so I'm so excited to watch this season. Yeah, that often means that I'm staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning, basically, because it will start Sunday night. Planning on doing 12 miles tomorrow, but I might bump that up to like 17, 18. Just to get a little bit more volume in, but again, just take it easy and slow. Alright guys, so it is Saturday now. I have been watching F1 and video editing all day, so it's currently 25 to 4, and I'm going to head out for 20 miles now. I was meant to do 12 miles today and 10 miles yesterday, but obviously I didn't run yesterday. I wussed out, so I'm going to add 8 miles to today's run. I think that's like a fair compromise, isn't it? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to quickly change my shoes. I'm going to run with a pack on today as well because it's quite warm, so I want some water with me. Here we go, 20 miles. Let's get it done. Miles in, average pace 7:40, feeling pretty good. It's mainly been flat and downhill so far, so I'll turn around here and then I hit the hills in a second. So I'm now 11 miles in, 7:52 average pace, pretty happy. Fifteen and a half miles in, pace 7:49. Right, 20 miles done. Felt pretty good. 2 hours, 35 minutes, 21 seconds. Exactly 20 miles. Tell me the average pace now. 7:46. Yeah, happy with that. 7:46 is pretty good. Alright guys, so it is Sunday and basically today's mission is to sort out all of this. So that is the kit I'm going to be towing. Basically, I've been in touch with a company called Handle It, and they make like trolleys and things mainly for like industrial use, but yeah, they've got some like cool stuff on their site, like these like crate trolleys which look pretty lightweight. So I've been in touch with them and they were saying find out the smallest footprint you can get it into, send us over the specs and we'll figure out some sort of product that will work. So it looks like we're going to figure out how to tow this thing, which is wicked. So I'm thinking high tom in the floor tom and then those both in the bass drum. That gets that into one case. Can't do the same thing with a snare because it won't fit in any of the others. Also it's got snare wires on it. Cymbals need to be in that case anyway. Hardware's pretty much stuck in that case. So it's basically about seeing if I can get the high tom in the floor tom and the floor tom in the bass drum, And then if that works, we've reduced a fair bit, and then I'm going to measure everything up and send the specs over to them. I think that is as small as I can get it. So I have basically put high tom in the floor tom in the bass drum, and that all fits in the case, which is great. Fortunately, that case stacks perfectly on top of the cymbal case, so that is basically taking up one load. The most difficult thing is the fact that the hardware case needs to kind of like go next to the bass drum. But also, if I look in the hardware case, the hardware doesn't come all the way up to the end, because I can shorten the hardware by making it as compact as possible. So maybe if I bought a slightly shorter hardware case, then I could get it to be slightly shorter. So at the moment it's basically 1.08 meters by a meter. So yeah, that's fairly big, isn't it? Whereas if I got a shorter hardware case, I could maybe get it into a meter by just under a meter, which would maybe work better. I don't know how big these trolleys can be, but also the narrower I get it, the better, because obviously carrying it on the road and towing it on the road, I don't want it to be super wide, because I don't really want to get hit by a car. So yeah, the joys. It will hopefully weigh a little bit less because there's 2 cases that have been removed. So that's a good thing. Right, I'm gonna pack it all away now. Great fun.